Unfortunately, we have been down this road before, but the 5 reasons that I think that Jonathan Kuminga will still be traded at the trade deadline. I gotta admit that starting this season, I kind of changed my attitude on Jonathan Kuminga because with everything that happened in the offseason, I was like, how could this guy get focused and everything for this season and even look at his teammates the same, even though they weren't really bad mouthing him or anything during the situation. And the start of the season, he really came out mature, and I was like, yeah, man, this is a guy that we need to make that playoff push and for possibly a championship. But anyway, let's dive into those reasons. Number one, he has been on the Warriors for 5 years, and we're still waiting for consistency. Like we're still waiting for that reason. Like, yeah, this is why we kept Jonathan Kuminga, and that's why he's going to be a star on our team. Like it's undeniable. You could see his skill set, of course, and for that reason, the default is that he has got a lot of aspirations and people think his ceiling could be really high. But why the Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga should part ways is because we're still waiting. Can't wait forever. Number two, although Jonathan Kuminga came into the season very motivated and to me very mature, I feel like the offseason turmoil just poisoned the water too much. And to where we're at right now, to where he's getting DMPs and he's getting bumped out of the rotation, it's just no coming back. It's just too poisoned to repair this relationship. And I just don't think both sides want to repair it anyway. And I can't tell you who that hurts more because the Warriors are going to lose an asset, which I think they would have liked to have blossomed in their organization. And I think Jonathan Kuminga, he wants to aspire to be a star, but is he going to reach that in the NBA? It's a big risk. Reason number three, he just has never fit and he wants to be a star. For some reason, Steve Kerr has just said that he's like never fit in the scheme of things and everything. And when you got little Steph Curry running around just running the show, it's kind of hard, and you got to mold around Steph Curry, Draymond, and then you input Jimmy Butler. It's just like as a fourth option, you're not going to really be a focal point. So I get that he, wants to leave and he wants to be something somewhere. And as far as him being a star, you're just never gonna be the star if you're with Steph Curry. I mean, that's plain to see. That's easy math. So it's a big reason why this was never gonna work anyway. Because he'll never be Steph Curry, but he wants to be and aspire to be a Steph Curry type. Reason number four, at least for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga, JK, he is too big of a chess piece not to move, especially when you're trying to maximize Steph Curry's, career and possibly get him at least one more championship. He's just too big to like kind of wonder what's going on. Like, is he going to work this year or whatever? I think we've given him too much chances. And a lot of people, a lot of teams, a lot of executives have inquired about him. So we got to move him while the kettle is hot, and he's too big of a piece not to cash in on. Reason number five, the last reason, I don't think that JK, Jonathan Kuminga, and Steve Kerr really have a good relationship. I feel like the past couple weeks with Kuminga being out of the rotation, I really like that Jonathan has like took the mature role. That'll definitely be a positive when he's shopped around. But I don't think him and Steve Kerr have a great relationship, and I think if you guys have a great relationship, Steve Kerr will try to work you in the rotation and he'll believe in you and everything. And I just don't think they have that. I think it would possibly work if they had a decent relationship. But it's probably more Steve Kerr's fault. He doesn't like to really play young players. Like he said before that, he's not in the developmental business. So when he's like a old guy that wants to just work with his veterans, it kind of leaves Jonathan Kuminga standing out in the cold. And I just think it's hypocritical, and they just don't have the relationship you think they would have, like a Kobe Phil Jackson, a Michael Jordan Phil Jackson, like an Elijah Wan, Rudy Tomjanovich, like it, it just, I know that pairing, you guys are like, huh? But yeah, I just don't think they have the relationship that they're trying to project in the media. But if you like this video or you agree with it, drop a like, drop an opinion in the comments. Why do you think Jonathan Kuminga is going to be traded by the deadline? Or do you think he's going to be at all? This is the authentic take. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time.